Have you ever wondered about the unique ways people around the world honor their loved ones after they've passed on? Our planet is a tapestry of cultures, each with its own distinctive approach to life's ultimate eventuality, death. Among these, one practice stands out for its sheer audacity and spiritual symbolism, the tradition of hanging coffins. This ancient custom, nestled in the hilly terrain of the Philippines, is a testament to human ingenuity and reverence. Today, we delve into the fascinating tradition of hanging coffins, a practice deeply rooted in the culture of the Igorot people in the Philippines. The tradition of hanging coffins dates back over 2,000 years. This unique practice is deeply rooted in the cultural fabric of the Igorot people, an indigenous community in the mountainous region of Sagada, Philippines. However, to fully appreciate the significance of this tradition, we must delve into its origins and the belief systems it springs from. The Igorot people have always held a profound respect for their ancestors, believing them to be the bridge between the earthly realm and the spiritual world. Following this belief, they developed a burial practice that physically and symbolically elevated their departed loved ones, bringing them closer to the spiritual world. The practice of hanging coffins high up on cliffsides is a testament to this belief. The Igorot people thought that by placing their deceased loved ones closer to the sky, they were facilitating their journey to the afterlife, bringing them nearer to their ancestral spirits, and offering them a peaceful resting place away from the reach of animals and natural disasters. This tradition also reflects the Igorot's deep connection with nature. The coffins were often carved from a single piece of wood, usually by the person to be buried in it. The choice of the tree, the carving process, and the positioning of the coffin on the cliffside were all imbued with deep spiritual meaning, further reinforcing the symbolic connection between the deceased and the divine. Over the centuries, while the world around them has transformed, the Igorot people have managed to preserve this distinctive tradition, passing it from generation to generation. It's a testament to their resilience and their commitment to honoring their ancestors and cultural heritage. Today, the sight of these coffins suspended high on the cliffs serves as a striking reminder of the rich cultural tapestry that makes up the Philippines. It's a symbol of an ancient belief system that continues to resonate with the Igorot people. This unique burial practice, while ancient, continues to be a significant part of the Igorot culture today. So, as we explore the hanging coffins of Sagada, we're not just witnessing a historical curiosity, but a living, breathing tradition that links the past with the present, the earthly with the divine. But how does one hang a coffin on a cliffside, you might ask? The process is both fascinating and respectful, demonstrating the deep reverence the Igorot people have for their deceased loved ones. The process begins with the carving of the coffin. The person destined for the coffin often participates in this task, if they are well enough. This act is seen as the last labor of their life, their final worldly contribution. The coffin is typically carved from a single log of wood, a task that requires skill, patience, and dedication. Each coffin is uniquely shaped and sized, reflecting the individuality of the departed. Once the coffin is ready and the person has passed, the body is prepared for its final journey. This is not a simple task of laying the body flat. Instead, the body is placed in a fetal position. This might seem unusual, but it symbolizes the belief that individuals should leave the world in the same position they entered it, thus completing the cycle of life. Then comes the communal effort of placing the coffin on the cliff. It's not just a few family members who undertake this task. No, the entire community comes together, taking turns holding ropes, braving the heights, and ensuring the coffin is securely placed. It's a strenuous task indeed, but one that's carried out with great care and respect. During this process, the community members are not just physically exerting themselves, they are also pouring their emotions, their respect, and their farewells into the task. Each hammer strike that secures the coffin is a goodbye, each bead of sweat a silent prayer. This ritual of hanging coffins is more than just an intriguing tradition. It's an extraordinary display of community spirit, a tangible manifestation of the Igorot people's respect for life and death, and their deep-seated belief in the afterlife. This strenuous and intricate process is a testament of community effort and respect for the deceased. Each coffin hanging from the cliffside is not just a silent testament to a life lived, but also a powerful symbol of a community's strength, unity, and respect for tradition. As with all traditions, the practice of hanging coffins has evolved over time. Since the inception of this unique burial ritual in Sagada, many elements have seen transformation, while others have remained steadfastly the same, a testament to the resilience of Igorot culture. Let's begin with the coffins themselves. Originally, the Igorot people carved these resting places out of a single whole log. But as with all things, change is inevitable. The passage of time, coupled with the scarcity of suitable trees, led to a shift in the material used. Today, the coffins are made from sawn timber, a practical adaptation to the changing environment and resources. Yet even as materials have changed, the craftsmanship and dedication poured into each coffin have not wavered. Each piece is still meticulously crafted, reflecting the community's deep respect for their departed loved ones. Another significant change we see is in the participation of younger generations. In the past, the elderly would carve their own coffins, a task that required both physical strength and spiritual preparation. But as the world has grown smaller and modern influences have seeped in, this responsibility has gradually shifted onto the younger members of the community. This change, however, does not mean the tradition is losing its significance. Rather, it offers a way for the younger generation to connect with their roots, keeping the tradition alive in a rapidly changing world. Despite these changes, the essence of the tradition remains untouched. The coffins are still hoisted high up on the cliffs, the belief that it brings the deceased closer to heaven still firmly held. The practice continues to be an integral part of the Igorot culture, a ritual performed with reverence and devotion. Despite the passage of time and the influence of modernity, the tradition of hanging coffins persists, a symbol of the enduring Igorot culture. Today, the hanging coffins serve as not just a burial tradition, but also a symbol of cultural identity. They are a tangible manifestation of the enduring Igorot culture, a testament to the resilience of an ethnic group that has managed to preserve its age-old customs amid modernity's relentless march. In the heart of the Cordillera Mountains, the Igorot people continue to honor their ancestors in their own distinct way. The hanging coffins have become a symbol of their continuity, an embodiment of their respect for the past and the strength of their cultural identity. Each coffin is a story, a narrative of a life lived, a heritage preserved, and a tradition carried forward. But the significance of the hanging coffins extends beyond the Igorot community. They have also become a beacon, guiding curious travelers from far and wide to the cliffs of Sagada. Visitors are intrigued by the sight of these coffins suspended high on the cliffs, their intrigue often leading to a deeper understanding and appreciation of the Igorot culture. This has transformed the hanging coffins into a powerful medium for cultural exchange and understanding, fostering a sense of shared humanity. Moreover, the hanging coffins have become an integral part of the cultural heritage of the Philippines. They are a reminder of the country's diverse cultural fabric, each thread woven with unique traditions and practices. The coffins hanging on the cliffsides of Sagada are more than just a burial practice. They are a symbol of the Philippines' rich cultural diversity and history. In a world that is becoming increasingly homogeneous, practices like the hanging coffins are important. They remind us that diversity is a strength, that each culture has its own unique way of understanding and interacting with the world. They challenge us to look beyond our own perspectives and to appreciate the myriad ways in which humans make sense of life, death, and everything in between. From a unique burial practice to a symbol of cultural identity, the hanging coffins of Sagada are a testament to the rich tapestry of human traditions around the world. Our journey into the world of unique burial practices could not have been more fascinating. We've delved deep into the heart of Sagada, Philippines, and discovered a tradition that truly takes the concept of a final resting place to new heights. The indigenous Igorot people have, for centuries, honored their departed loved ones with the distinctive practice of hanging coffins high up on cliffsides. We've learned of this tradition's origin, rooted in ancient beliefs and practices that have been passed down through generations. The process itself is a testament to the ingenuity and respect of the Igorot people, who painstakingly prepare and position these coffins, creating a stunning visual tribute to the departed. We've also explored the evolution of this practice, acknowledging that while it has seen changes over time, the core principles remain intact. The continuity of this tradition speaks volumes about the resilience of the Igorot culture and their deep respect for the afterlife. And finally, we've seen the significance of the hanging coffins today. Despite the passage of time and the encroachment of modernity, this unique burial practice continues to hold profound meaning for the Igorot people, as well as pique the curiosity of visitors from all corners of the globe. Next time you think about a final resting place, remember the hanging coffins of Sagada, a testament to the boundless creativity and deep respect humans have for the afterlife. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Until next time, keep exploring.